Good morning, welcome back. It is Thursday. Today is a flea market find video. Of course, we did one earlier this week, sort of with the ripping of the 24 Select Blaster Box. Of course, that was more of a retail find, not a flea market find, but it was a pickup on our trip to Toledo this past weekend. So at any rate, this is going to be just die cast. I will probably have at least two, maybe three videos in the near future with strictly cards from this haul, from this flea market. Again, it was I guess it was an antique mall is what it was listed as, but it was Maumee Antique Mall in Maumee, Ohio, a Toledo suburb. Really cool place. Definitely looked like it used to be a grocery store. I remember I've had this place bookmarked on my Google Maps for a few years because the Jabs Family Channel, they went there and bought several baseball cards. Let me tell you what, they have a lot of booths with a lot of baseball cards. Found some racing, pretty much cleared out some of the racing out of one booth because they had a really good price on it. They had other things there as well, just typical flea market, antique mall type fare. So let's get into this little dive here. I'm going to start off with the only winner circle item that I picked up. I'm picky on these because I usually like to pay $2 to $3. I don't like to really, I don't tell you what I pay. That's between me and the merchant. But I think I only paid a couple dollars for this one in particular. Not really anything spectacular. But there was a lot of these there in different booths. Gordon, Earnhardt, you name it. I pretty much seen almost the entire Winter Circle series there, and this is just that. I did not pay $4.95 for it. Obviously, that was the retail price or whatever. But but there were several booths that had these in this same condition, very nice condition. Just normal little wear and such. Like I say, I only paid a couple dollars for that, but there were several booths there that had those die casts for $10, $12, $15, and it was just hard pass. No, we're going to keep going. We got a few cars from the action. Well, this one's from Team Caliber is next. I just thought this was a pretty cool car. Jeff Burton, Velveeta, and Mac and Cheese Deluxe and whatever. Shells and Cheese. Pretty cool little car. I don't even remember that one running, but that was, Roush Racing had a revolving door of sponsors on the 99 for quite a while. Now we get to the action from 1996. Terry Labonte in the inaugural Suzuka race. Of course, action at the time was, kind of the leader of 1/64th scale die cast. And then this next one, never did see a lot of die cast of this era. But Bill Elliott. What year is this? 2001. So this would have been the first year that the Dodge, I can't even remember what they are, Dodge and Intrepids, because they ran pretty much all of their line over the few years, Chargers and Intrepids, and didn't they have, I think they had I can't even remember what all they had. Then there was another booth that had several from this line. So we got Matchbox. This is 1992 Racing Superstars. Always love the facsimile autographs there. So you got Ernie Irvan. I'm just going to lay these down because I think I got 12 of these in total. Bill Elliott without the Budweiser sponsorship there. Just the Ford. They didn't even put the Amoco on there. Be that as it may. And then the next one is Dale Jarrett's car, but they have it listed as Joe Gibbs Racing. They may not have, at this point when this was released, may not have had Dale Jarrett's rights yet, because even though the team was racing in 92, they were probably still working on all the licensing and such. We have another quote-unquote censored car, Rusty Wallace. Now, it's not really Rusty's signature, so they probably just did whatever. But nice-looking Pontiac Excitement car there. I believe I've got this one before. This one's probably in a little bit better shape of the one that I got, but Ted Musgrave. The Jasper engines and transmission. They had the Freedom Village USA. But Ted Musgrave, and that was for, I believe that was Radius Motorsports. Ray and Diane DeWitt and DK Ulrich. Up next, driving for Bobby Allison, Strickland. Of course, those wheels on these cars just look ridiculous. But I always like this paint scheme, the blue Raybestos car, because it's almost like a metal fleck paint. I always thought it looked sharp, better than the car they ran in 1990, which was just kind of a dull red. Then we have Morgan Shepherd. Of course, in 1992, Jeff Bodine was driving this car. But they probably still had... They're probably doing some 91 stuff, 92 stuff, whatever. Up next, Derek Cope driving for Bob Whitcomb with that iconic bright day-glow pure later colors. Got 4 more. Got Davey Allison. So another iconic paint scheme. Now they did use the wrong color lettering on the Haviland. That should have been more closer aligned to the door numbers, but still a nice looking car. For Stavola Brothers, we have Dick Trickle with the Snickers Ford. Always thought this was one of the better Snickers paint schemes. Rick Wilson started the season with that car, but was released after the Daytona 500. This next one, I can't remember if I have this one or not. I'll have to look. Travis Carter Motorsports, Jimmy Spencer with Molly Black Gold. They ended up having to shut the team down about halfway through the season. I'm not sure if it was a sponsorship issue or what have you, but I always liked the way that car looked. And then this last one, they ran part-time in 1992, but after disqualification at Charlotte in the fall, the team owner just abruptly quit NASCAR. So this would be Bobby Hillen with Martin Bahrain's Team Ireland. Highlight of this car was for the June Michigan race, I believe it was. They qualified in 5th spot. Didn't have any top 10s. They got a lot of their equipment and technology from Richard Childress Racing. So this was the very, very early days of those team alliances forming. Kind of ironic that they ran number 31. But Bobby Hillen, Martin Bahrain team owner from Ireland with the Team Ireland car. So let's go ahead and get into our 164. Excuse me, 1/64th scale cars. This first one was a bank. Normally I don't buy banks, but again, the price point was really, really nice. 1/24th scale from 1998. Jerry Nadeau with First Plus Financial. Of course, this was Bill Elliott and Dan Marino were co-owners. So I thought that was a pretty cool little car. And then also from 1998. But it is not a bank. Basically the team car. Bill Elliott with the Got Back with Big Mac. So this was a variation, not a variation, but it was not a full-time scheme, paint scheme. But again, another gold car. Then we have from 1997 Racing Champions, Mike Wallace with LJ Racing. Spam, they got the Spam sponsorship, came over from Harry Melling's team. And then this car had a lot of D and Qs, but there you see like Tropicana Twister, Dinty Moore, Hormel, Kids Kitchen, some of the Hormel product lines there, and then Precision Gear. Little Joe's Autos, that's Joe Falk, who was the owner of this team. Then Spam sponsorship just went away, and then they just kind of, I don't want to say they shut their doors down, but yeah, I left the price tag on there. No big deal, missed that one. Then up next from 1994, and the packaging's a little bit bigger on these, but I don't know if I have this car or not. Again, I'll have to look and see, but the condition of this one was pretty good. But Shauna Robinson, this was Ed Ferree's Bush team. She drove this for part of the year. She had Polaroid sponsorship that she had brought over from Mike Laughlin's team the year before. And there you see Casey's General Store on the hood. So that's the first, time that I'd ever heard of that branding. But this is the team that Shauna Robinson became the first woman to sit on the pole for a national NASCAR touring series. 1994 in the spring Atlanta race. And then our final piece of die cast. And I've seen this one before at different places, but I picked it up again because the price point was really, really good on this. And the condition is phenomenal. And I don't even know what year this is from. You look at the bottom of it real quick. 1998. So it's Adam Kyle, and this is 124 or 164 skull. Adam Kyle. Of course, it says Richard Petty there, but I believe Johnny Andretti's the name on the car there. He was driving, but it's Petty Family or Petty Generations. So Richard, Kyle, and Adam. Again, I think that's pretty cool. Show you the back of this. But again, it's 1/64 scale. I like the little diorama look that it has. Of course, 3 Pontiac Grand Prix there. Adams would have been the Busch Series car, and the 44 and the 43, of course, were Cup cars. So anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. And then, like I say, I've got tons of cards in here. I got to get sorted through those, so that way we can get those ready for a video upcoming whenever I decide to do that as well. So those will probably be upcoming. Maybe I'll do one for Sunday. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. Got a busy day playing Saturday. Got a busy day playing Sunday. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I got at least 2 or 3 more videos of cards from this flea market run. Definitely be going back over there in the future. Definitely be going to Toledo Speedway again. A lot of fun. Not too very easy to get to in my opinion. And looking forward to going back. Weather was perfect. Couldn't have asked for better weather. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, we're kind of just leaving this set for now. And then it'll be empty when we do Fast Packs this afternoon. So make sure you come back for that. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you later.